welcome to News on Map World Series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be covering topics which are important from General Studies paper 1, that is Geography Map section. So first of all, let's begin with the previous session question, and the question talked about currently the Himalayas are located in the north of the Indian subcontinent, which significantly influences the climate of this region. If instead of the Himalayas there had been Tethys Sea, and the physical map of the rest of the world would have been similar to today, so what would the climate of the Indian subcontinent be most likely to resemble? So the question is saying that if we talk about India's map, then if instead of Himalayas, if Himalayas are removed and in place of Himalayas Tethys Sea is present. So Himalayas are not there, in place of Himalayas Tethys Sea is there, and rest everything is similar to what it is as of now, except Himalayas there is Tethys Sea. Now what the climate of India then would resemble to which of the following countries, that is United States of America, Democratic Republic of Congo, Australia or Peru. So let's see this. So look at this map. If we will talk about, see, this is India and this is Himalayas. Now imagine Himalayas are not there, in place of Himalayas Tethys Sea is present, and rest everything is as it is similar. Now what will happen to the climate of India? Now imagine if Himalayas are not there and instead of Himalayas there is Tethys Sea. So to the south of India is already water bodies like Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, and to the north of India will also be a water body like Tethys Sea. It means north and south India will be covered with a water body. And then if we talk about the climate of India, then if we talk about climate, then climate is basically influenced by which all factors? Then you can say first of all it is the latitude, second is the altitude, and third you can say the distance from the sea. And if out of these three primary reason we talk about, then it is the latitude, on which the variation of the climate of a region depends. Now if we talk about that, if Himalayas is not there and Tethys Sea is there, then India's climate will resemble to which other country? So first of all you need to talk about is that India will be covered from all sides with a water body. This is the first point. And second, see, this is equator, and India, the Tropic of Cancer is passing through India. Now let's see that which all countries also have the similar equation. So first it was the United States of America. So if we will talk about the United States of America, then America, you can say that from the north and from the south is not covered with any water body. It is covered with a water body either from the eastern side or from the western side. So the climate will not be same. So America gets eliminated. Then if we talk about what were the other options? The other options were Democratic Republic of Congo and Australia. So now let's see. United States of America got eliminated. And then if we talk about the Democratic Republic of Congo, then this is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Then Democratic Republic of Congo is covered with from north, south, east and west, from all the sides they are covered with countries, and it shares a very little border with the Atlantic Ocean. So the climate of India and the Democratic Republic of Congo will be different. So Democratic Republic of Congo gets eliminated. Then if we talk about the other country, then we have Australia and Peru. Now let's look at Peru. Peru is a country in the South American continent, and this is the location of Peru. So Peru on its north is covered with a country, on its east is covered with a country, and on its south it is also covered with a country. It shares its western border with the Pacific Ocean. So it is also covered with a land border, and it only shares a single water body, its border. So Peru's climate will be different from India's. Now what remains is Australia. So if we look at Australia, then Australia from its east, west, north, south is covered with a water body. And if instead of Himalayas, Tethys Sea would be present, then India will also be covered with water body, as on its south it will have the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea, and on its north it will have the Tethys Sea. So this respect of Australia and India matches. And then India, if we talk about the equator, then this is equator. India lies to the north of equator while Australia lies to the south of equator. So they are also lying in a particular hemisphere. This condition also matches. Then the Tropic of Cancer passes through India while the Tropic of Capricorn passes through Australia. So this respect of Australia and India also matches. And this is the reason that why India's climate and Australia's climate will resemble to each other as compared to all other three options, that is America, Peru and Democratic Republic of Congo. So the correct answer would be option C, that is Australia. Now let's begin with today's session, and the reference for the question talks about: recently a senior Navy officer said during the 4th edition of the Goa Maritime Conference that the creation of networks and partnerships such as the Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness will help in ensuring the security and stability of the IOR, that is the Indian Ocean region. Now this brings the Indian Ocean region to the news. So the question talks about that: consider the following statement in context of the Indian Ocean Coastal Cooperation Association. The first statement talks about most of the countries located on the Indian Ocean coast are members of its or of this organization. Now let's look at IORA. So IORA is an organization, or it has 23 members, and popularly it is known as 22 plus 1 members, and all the members are associated with the Indian Ocean. So the countries which are sharing border with the Indian Ocean are a member of the IORA. So if we talk about the 23 members of IORA, then they are South Africa, Mozambique, Madagascar, Mauritius, Comoros, Tanzania, Kenya, Seychelles, Maldives, Somalia, Yemen, Oman, Iran, UAE, India, Bangladesh, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia. And then these are 22 plus 1, that one member is France. And this is a surprise element of IORA, that France is also a member of IORA, as few of the French territories like the Reunion Island and also the French islands lie in the Indian Ocean. So France is also a member of IORA. So now let's see. So most of the countries located on the Indian Ocean coast are members of this organization. This is absolutely correct. Second, all countries sharing maritime borders with India in the Indian Ocean are members of IORA. Important word here is all. So does all country who shares maritime border with India are member of IORA? This is wrong, because Pakistan, if we talk about, then is not a member of IORA. Myanmar is also not a member of IORA. So the statement becomes wrong. Then third, apart from Australia, only countries of Asia and Africa are included in this union. And now only I have told you that Australia is a member, yes. Asian countries, yes. Africa, yes. But then there is France also, the country which lies in the Europe. So Europe also is a member of IORA. So this statement also becomes wrong. And the question is asking which of the above statements are not correct. Not correct. So first is correct, second is not correct, and third is not correct. So the correct answer would be option D, that is 2 and 3. Now next question. The reference says, recently India and Bhutan have agreed to discuss new routes for regional connectivity and modernize border and immigration posts to enhance trade and partnership. So this brings Bhutan and India to the news. So the question says, a person wants to enter India via helicopter from Thimphu, which is the capital of Bhutan. Keeping this in view, which of the following Indian cities is closest to Thimphu? So Thimphu, which is the capital of Bhutan, a person wants to travel to few cities of India through helicopter. So which city would lie to its closest, to the closest of Thimphu, which is the capital of Bhutan? And the options are Gangtok, Siliguri, Tawang, Guwahati. So let's see the map. Okay, let's look at the map of India and Bhutan. So this is the map of India, and if we talk about Bhutan, then this is the location of Bhutan. Bhutan shares its border with Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and West Bengal, and to its north it shares its border with China, and it can also be referred as a buffer state between India and China. So this is the capital, this is the location of the capital of Bhutan, which is Thimphu. So you can very clearly see that if we talk about Bhutan, then Thimphu is lying on the western side of Bhutan. Now we need to look at the location of all the other cities in India. So if we talk about Tawang, then Tawang is a city in Arunachal Pradesh, and this is the location of Tawang. Let me just change the color. Okay, I hope this is more visible now. So this is the location of Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh. And then if we talk about, then Guwahati is in Assam, and this is the location of Guwahati. So the distance between Thimphu and Guwahati is very much, and between Tawang and Guwahati, Tawang is closer to Thimphu, so the Guwahati gets eliminated. Now let's look at other option. This is the location of Siliguri. Siliguri, also known as the chicken's neck, the Siliguri corridor, and Siliguri is a city which lies in West Bengal to the north of West Bengal. So this is Siliguri and this is Thimphu, and between Siliguri and Thimphu and Tawang, Siliguri and Thimphu are more closer, so Tawang gets eliminated. Now let's look at the location of Gangtok. Gangtok is a city in Sikkim. It lies in the South Sikkim. So between Siliguri and Thimphu and Gangtok and Thimphu are more closer. So Siliguri also gets eliminated. So the correct answer is that Gangtok is closer to Thimphu as compared to all other given options. So the correct answer for the question would be option A, that is Gangtok. Now moving on to the next question. The reference for the next question says, recently China released a white paper, A Global Community of Shared Future, China's proposals and actions to address the common challenges and opportunities facing humanity in the 21st century. Now this brings China to the news. The question talks about, consider the following statements in the context of China's famous Belt and Road Initiative or Border and Road Initiative. So the given statements are, the BRI objective is to increase connectivity between different regions of Asia, Africa and Europe. So BRI, that is the Belt and Road Initiative or the Border and Road Initiative, is a ambitious connectivity project of China. It is a multimodal project. Multimodal project means that it will connect various regions through road, through rail and also through ports. And the regions are of Asia, Africa. Earlier it was basically Asia and Africa, and now other countries of Europe and North and South America have also become a part of it. So its objective is to increase connectivity between different regions of Asia, Africa and Europe. This is absolutely correct. It is a multimodal project, as I've just told you. This is also correct. Then Asian Highway 1 is part of this project. Now what is Asian Highway 1? You must have heard about the GT road, the Grand Trunk Road. The Grand Trunk Road in India, one of the largest roads of India also. So this was also at the time of Sher Shah Suri, you can say. He also constructed a part of it and also done the reconstruction of this road. So the Grand Trunk Road in India, you can say, is a part of the Asian Highway, that is AH1. And Grand Trunk Road is in which country? It is India. And is India a part of BRI? No. India does not support China's Belt and Road Initiative. So third statement becomes wrong. I'll just show you. Okay, this is the map of the BRI, that is the Belt and Road Initiative. This is how China plans to connect to other countries also through road, rail and ports. And if we will look at this map, then this is the map of Asia Highway 1. So you can see it passes through Turkey, then through Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and this is the part in India. Then it goes through Bangladesh to Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. Then it goes to China, Russia. It also goes to the Korean Peninsula, and then this is through Japan. And the part which lies in India, it is known as the GT road, that is the Asian Highway part in India. So the Asian Highway part is also lying in India, and India does not support BRI. So the statement becomes wrong. So third statement becomes wrong, and the question is asking how many of the above statements are correct. So first is correct, second is correct, third is wrong. So only 2, that is option B. So the correct answer of this question is option B. Moving on to the next question, the reference talks about recently representatives from India visited the Netherlands, where both sides signed a memorandum of intent to cooperate on medical product regulation and enhance the quality of medical products and health services for both countries. Now this brings Netherlands to the news. The question talks about which of the following countries is the neighboring country of Netherlands? Neighboring country of Netherlands: Germany, Luxembourg, France or Belgium. So these are the 4 countries. Let's look at the map. So Netherlands is a country which lies in Europe. So this is the map of Europe, and particularly if we talk about, then this is the location of Netherlands, which was earlier also known as Holland, and the capital of Netherlands is Amsterdam. And if we talk about Netherlands, then Netherlands on its north shares its border with a water body known as North Sea. So Netherlands shares its border with the North Sea, and the bordering countries of Netherlands are on its east, it shares its border with Germany. On its west, you can say it shares its border with North Sea, and to its north also lies the North Sea. Then to its south, it shares its border with Belgium, and the capital of Belgium is Brussels. So these are the 2 countries with which Netherlands shares its border, that is Belgium and Germany. While if we talk about France, then look at this map. This is France. So France directly does not share its border with Netherlands because in between lies Belgium. If we talk about Luxembourg, then this is the location of Luxembourg, which is a small country, you can say, and it is a completely landlocked country. So Luxembourg also directly does not share its border with Netherlands. Let me rub it for you. Okay, this is the location of Luxembourg. Directly it is not sharing border with Netherlands because in between is coming Germany and Belgium. So Luxembourg is a landlocked country not sharing border with Netherlands, and France also not sharing border with Netherlands. So Germany, yes. France, no. Luxembourg, no. Belgium, yes. Choose the correct code. Correct code is 1 and 4. So the correct answer is option B, that is 1 and 4, that is Germany and Belgium. Now moving on to the next question. The reference talks about recently the 6th session of the India-Ethiopia Joint Trade Committee was held in Addis Ababa. Now this brings Ethiopia to the news, and Addis Ababa is a capital of Ethiopia. Now let's look at the question. Consider the following statements. First, the White Nile River originates from Lake Tana in Ethiopia. White Nile River. Okay. First of all, Ethiopia is a country which lies in the African continent, and specifically if we talk about, then it lies in the East Africa. So this is the location of Ethiopia in the Africa's map. This is Ethiopia in Africa's map, and the capital is Addis Ababa. So if we talk about White Nile, White Nile River is one of the components of the Nile River. See, if we talk about the Nile River, then Nile River is composed of 2 rivers. One is White Nile and the other is Blue Nile. And when both Blue Nile and White Nile meet, they form Nile River, and then the Nile River travels through many countries and opens up in the Mediterranean Sea. So if we talk about the White Nile River, then this is the White Nile River, and the White Nile River does not originate in Lake Tana, it originates in Lake Victoria. So Lake Victoria, the origination of White Nile takes place, while in Lake Tana, so this is the location of Lake Tana in Ethiopia, Lake Tana, the origination of Blue Nile takes place. Lake Victoria is White Nile, while Lake Tana is Blue Nile. So this statement becomes wrong because White Nile is Lake Victoria. Then second, the Great African Rift Valley forms the natural border between Ethiopia and Sudan. Great African Rift Valley, border between Ethiopia and Sudan. So let's look at the map. Let me rub it for you. Okay. Come to the physical map. If we will talk about the Great African Rift Valley, then this is the location of the Great African Rift Valley. So it is a rift valley and it is very large in size, and it basically covers many countries, but the country which it covers predominantly is Ethiopia, and it does not form a border between Sudan and Ethiopia. Sudan, this is the location of Sudan, and this is the location of Ethiopia. The Great African Rift Valley, if we talk about, then it passes like this. This would be the location of Great African Rift Valley. Even though it passes through many countries, but it does not form a natural boundary between Ethiopia and Sudan. You can say that the country it covers is Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania, but natural border between Sudan and Ethiopia becomes a wrong statement. Second is wrong. Third, Ethiopia shares its coastline with the Red Sea. Coastline with the Red Sea. Then you must know this, that Ethiopia is a landlocked country. Ethiopia is a landlocked country, and to its north lies Eritrea, then Djibouti, then to its east is Somalia, to its south is Kenya, and then on the side is South Sudan, and there is Sudan. So it does not have a coastline because the coastline is covered by Eritrea and Djibouti. So Red Sea does not have a coastline with Ethiopia, and Ethiopia does not have a coastline, direct coastline with the Red Sea. So the statement becomes wrong. Then fourth, Tigray and Amhara regions often in the news belong to Ethiopia. Tigray and Amhara, you will many a time see here this the name of these regions. Then if we will zoom out on the map of Ethiopia, this is the map we get. So Tigray is one of the northernmost regions of Ethiopia, and below Tigray, that is to the south of Tigray, lies the region of Amhara. Then there are other regions also. The capital Addis Ababa. Then there is Afar region, which is also very famous. So Tigray and Amhara are in Ethiopia. So fourth is correct. What the question is asking, how many of the above statements are correct? So first is wrong, second is wrong, third is wrong, fourth is right. So only one. So the correct answer is option A, that is only one. Now moving on to the next question. The reference says that recently the 5th edition of India-US 2+2 ministerial dialogue was held. Now this brings India and the United States of America to the news. And the question talks about, consider the following pairs. On one side we have the geographical unit, while on the other side we have the characteristics. So there are three pairs and we have to talk about the correctly matched pair. So first, Texas state, which is a state in the United States of America. It is USA's largest state by area. So area wise, is it US largest state? So let's see. So United States of America is a country which lies in the North American continent, and this is the United States of America, popularly known as USA. It has 50 states. So if we talk about the state Texas, then this is the location of Texas. So Texas, you can say, if we talk about the mainland America, then Texas is the biggest state by area. But all over America, then Texas is not the biggest state by America. Of America by area, the largest state is Alaska. The largest region of America is Alaska, and Alaska is almost double of Texas. When we talk about the area wise, then Alaska is almost double of Texas. So Texas state, USA largest state by area, this becomes wrong because it is Alaska. Then Chesapeake Bay, which is, it says the characteristic is near Washington DC. Okay, let's look at the map. So this is the map of United States of America. So this, on the eastern side of America lies the Washington DC. So if we talk about the Chesapeake Bay, then this is the location of the bay. This is the location of the Chesapeake Bay. So this becomes right, that yes, it is lying near the Washington DC. And you can say that it opens up in the Atlantic Ocean. So near Washington DC, yes. Then third, Lake Michigan, lake located entirely in the USA, entirely in the USA. We need to focus on the important words. So let's look at this map, and if we talk about Lake Michigan, then there are 5 lakes: Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario. So these are the 5 lakes: Superior, Michigan, Huron, Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario. And out of these 5 lakes, there is only one lake which lies entirely in the United States of America, and that is Lake Michigan. Rest all 4 lakes, that is Lake Superior, Huron, Erie, and Ontario, they lie between US and Canada, and there is only one lake out of these 5, that is Lake Michigan, and it lies completely in the US. As you can say, this is the dividing range. This is Lake Michigan, so it is lying in US. So this is correct. We have to talk about the correctly matched pair. First is wrong, second and third are correct. So the correct answer is option D, that is 2 and 3. Now moving on to the next question. The reference talks about recently the 5th conference of the parties to the Minamata Convention was held in Geneva. Now this brings Minamata Convention to the news. So the question talks about, consider the following pairs. So on one side we have the city, while on the other side we have the country. And it is asking how many of the above pairs is or are correctly matched. Minamata, Japan; Stockholm, Denmark; Montreal, Canada; Kigali, Rwanda. So how many pairs are correctly matched? So let's see the map. Okay, this is the world map. Now let's see that where all the locations lies. So first of all, if we talk about Montreal, then Montreal is a region or a city in Canada. So, and you can say it lies in the southeast Canada, and it is also very famous by the name of Montreal Protocol. So Montreal, Canada, correct. Now let's come to Kigali. So Kigali is a capital of Rwanda, and Rwanda is a country in the African continent, and this is the location of Rwanda. And Rwanda lies, you can say, almost in the Central Africa, and the capital of Rwanda is Kigali. So this is also correct. Then comes Stockholm. Then Stockholm is a city which lies in Sweden, and it is the capital of Sweden. So it is famous by the name of Stockholm Convention. So Stockholm lies in Sweden. So this is wrong, because Stockholm does not lie in Denmark, it lies in capital. Denmark capital is Copenhagen. Now coming to Minamata. Minamata is a city which lies in Japan, and it lies in the South Japan. So this is correct. So Minamata, Japan, correct. Stockholm, Denmark, wrong. Stockholm is in Sweden. Denmark's capital is Copenhagen. Then Montreal, Canada, correct. Kigali, Rwanda, correct. So there are 3 options pairs which are correct. So the correct answer is option C, which is only 3 pairs. Now moving on to the next question. The reference talks about recently the Myanmar junta leader has said that violent clashes could jeopardize the integrity of the country. Now this brings Myanmar to the news. And the question says, consider the following statement in the context of Myanmar. And there are 3 statements. First, the Mekong River creates vast plains on both sides of its bank in Myanmar. So, vast plains on both sides of its bank in Myanmar. So, let us first look at the map of Mekong River. Look at this map. So, Mekong River originates from Tibet, and after its origination, the Mekong River passes through Myanmar, and then it goes to Laos, it goes to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and then it passes into the South China Sea. So it does not pass through the middle of Myanmar so that it could divide the Myanmar into 2 vast plains. It passes through the border of Myanmar. So Mekong River cannot separate Myanmar into 2 vast plains. This is wrong. Second, the Gulf of Martaban is surrounded only by the landmass of Myanmar. Gulf of Martaban. So let's look at this map. So this is a detailed map of Myanmar. So this is the location of Myanmar. This is the border of Myanmar which I have just now drawn. And if we talk about the Gulf of Martaban, then this is the location of the Gulf of Martaban. And if you will look throughout the border of Myanmar, then Gulf of Martaban from all sides is covered only by the landmass of Myanmar. Then the Gulf of Martaban is surrounded only by the landmass of Myanmar. This is correct. Then Shan Plateau is located in the eastern part of Myanmar. Shan Plateau, eastern part of Myanmar. Okay, let's look at this map. So let me again draw the border of Myanmar for you people. Okay, you can say this is the rough border of Myanmar. Then this is the location of the Shan state. So it is very, very clearly visible that it is lying in the eastern part of Myanmar. The Shan state is lying in the eastern part of Myanmar. So this is also correct. And the question is asking about the correct statements. First is wrong, second is correct, third is correct. It means the correct answer is option D, that is 2 and 3. Now moving on to the next question, and the reference says that recently experts have said that Lake Titicaca is shrinking due to climate change. Now this brings Lake Titicaca to the news. And the question talks about arrange the following in the order from north to south. North to south, if we talk about the location, then this is north, south, west, east. And we have to arrange the following from north to south. It means this direction, from north to south. And the 4 water bodies are Baikal Lake, Superior Lake, Titicaca Lake, and Victoria Lake. So let's look at the option. Let's look at the map. So if we will look at the world map, then what we will be able to find is that Lake Baikal is situated in Russia. And you can say that it is among the largest lakes. Then comes Lake Superior, Canada, US. Then Lake Victoria, African continent. And there are many countries with which it shares its border. Then Lake Titicaca, South American continent, and it is present in the Andes mountain ranges. And if we will arrange them from the location of north to south, then first would be Lake Baikal, then Lake Superior, Lake Victoria, Lake Titicaca. So let's see. Baikal Lake first, Superior second, Victoria third, Titicaca fourth. So the correct code would be 1, 2, 4, 3. So which one is 1, 2, 4, 3? Option C. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is 1, 2, 4, 3. Now next question. So this is the practice question and you people have to solve this question. So let me just read out this question for you. It is the smallest of the countries on the Mediterranean coast of the African continent and also contains the northernmost point of the African continent. It is the closest African country to Sicily, a major island of Italy, and to its east lies the Gulf of Gabes. The above explanation appears to be correct in the context of which of the following countries? So this paragraph is given or this statement is given, and after reading this statement you need to figure out which country is being talked about, and there are enough of hints which are given. First of all, smallest of the countries sharing border with the Mediterranean coast in the African continent. Now you are very particular about the African continent that you have to talk about, and then it also has the northernmost point of Africa. Now this will actually clear a lot of air for you people. And to its east lies the Gulf of Gabes, and it is very close to the Sicily, which is a major island of Italy. So, and the countries given in option are Libya, Tunisia, Algeria or Syria. I think few options you will be easily able to eliminate, and then you need to go and see the world map, figure out which is the correct answer of this question and give me the answer in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your answer. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.